Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you what you should be blogging about. It's literally as simple as that. But the alternative title to today's video is Jessica's classic example of the baby booties. Okay, so I've talked about funnels, I've talked about what's in them, and every single time I've mentioned that you should really start with a really awesome value-adding blog post or some type of free content, maybe a YouTube video, to draw people in. But this is where people get hung up. A lot of times I hear, well, I'm a web designer, what do I blog about? Do I blog about designing websites? Do I blog about my clients' sites that just launched? What do I blog about? Or I'm a product-based business. I sell shoes or I sell hair bows. What am I supposed to blog about? So because this question comes up so often, I have come up with a very standard answer, and I basically use it every single place that I ever talk about blogging, and it is the baby booty example. Okay, so your blog post should not teach someone to do what you do unless you want to teach people to do what you do and not do what you do anymore. Riddle me that one. No, but so if you're a web designer, you shouldn't be teaching people how to design websites because that's not who you want to attract, and that's not what you want to be teaching. You want to attract people who have the budget to pay you to design their website, not the people who want to do it themselves. If you create hair bows or something like that in an Etsy shop, you don't want to teach people how to make what you make. You want to attract the people who want to buy the thing you're selling. So, insert the baby booties. If you're struggling to come up with ideas on what to blog about, my biggest tip is to think outside the box and think about the person who will be buying your thing. So, in the example of the baby booties, who is buying baby booties? The large majority of people buying baby booties are mamas, expecting mamas, toddler mamas, any kind of mama, right? So what do we know about this demographic? We know they have a child, and we know they want to learn about babies, and we know they like shoes. Like, that's what we know about our demographic, right? And they want their kids to look cute. So you definitely wouldn't blog about how to make the baby booties or anything of that nature. So you want to take a step back a little bit. What makes sense for you to blog about? Well, the obvious answer here is to blog about like how to pair your booties with the new fall outfits, or how to pair your baby's booties with their Sunday dresses. But I want you to think beyond that as well. So again, we're talking to moms. We're talking to moms with babies, or at least that are expecting babies. What do moms with babies want to know about? They want to know about baby food, baby-led weaning, potty training, birth stuff, breastfeeding, all of these things that are on a mother or expectant mother's head at any given point. That's what you need to be blogging about. Because here's what happens. Number one, you become a resource for these moms to come and like find the information they need, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm on this website and they sell these amazing, gorgeous baby booties and I'm the perfect person to buy them. Let me give you my money. Like, that's how it works. So what happens is you blog about something that's relevant to them but isn't necessarily tied to your product or service. Now, it needs to be tied in some way, but if you can get creative with the way that things are tied together, your possibilities here are slightly endless. So, just to kind of firm this up, if you're a company that sells baby booties or something of the likes, you want to be blogging about baby food and about breastfeeding and about diapers and potty training and all of these things, because the people reading those blog posts are mamas with babies, and those babies hopefully have feet. So, you want to take a step back. Just take a step back and really think outside the box and think about what your client or customer wants to know about besides the fact that you want them to buy your product or service. How can you help them? How can you help solve a problem? And then work your product or service into that problem-solving equation. So, if you're struggling with what to blog about, think really hard about who the person is buying your thing. Who are they? What do they do? What do they like to do? What kind of family do they have? Are they single? Are they married? All of these things play into it, because then you know, like, these random topics you could blog about that are going to be really, really, really good for your demographic, and then you can turn around and sell to them. So to accompany this video and the blog post, I have an awesome content planning workbook. Now this workbook helps you figure out the content you're going to put out and get a schedule set up for that. So if you're wanting to blog more and put up more content out into the world, whether it's videos, blog posts, podcasts, whatever, you need this free workbook. And it's really pretty too, by the way. So all you have to do is click the link below this video and you'll head to the blog post, and there'll be a button that says, like, download this thing now. So then you can download the thing now. And until next time, please subscribe, because I don't want you to miss anything else, and or me talking about random things like baby booties, because that would be a very sad day that you missed something as amazing as that. Bye, y'all.